Hey everyone, this is going to be a bit of a different video. In this video, I am going to be showing you 3 ways you can turn a card face up. Now, at the end, I might show you a bonus of 2 more ways, but for sure I'm going to show you 3 ways. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So for the first reverse, the deck can be shuffled, it doesn't matter. And this reverse is called Daly's Reverse by Dr. Jacob Daly. So after the deck is done being shuffled, I can take it back and I would explain to the spectator, I'm going to drop cards and they just call out stop. Let's say they call out stop here. Now, I don't want to see the card, but I will show it to you. Go ahead and remember that. So we can take your card and we can place it in, I would say, about the middle of the deck, give or take. And I can even show the spectator your card shouldn't be on top and your card shouldn't be on the bottom. We give the deck a few cuts. I snap my fingers. Just like that, one card is face up, and I hope that is your 10 of clubs. So I might have actually flashed in that performance, but let's get right into the tutorial of this first one. And in case you're wondering about the cards I'm going to be using for this video, these are the Bicycle Mystical cards. I have a deck review on these, so I will leave that in the description. So for this one, here's how you're going to go about this. So the deck can be shuffled, and you're going to want to have a card selected and controlled second from the top. You can do any control you would like. I'm going to leave some links in the description for card controls, but all I did was just a Marlowe tilt. You could even do a bluff pass, a controlled overhand shuffle, anything you would like. So I dribble cards, they call out stop. I'll leave a link for dribbling cards as well. While I show them their selection, with this other hand, I'm going to catch a break under the top card. Excuse me. So you could even pinky count, which I will leave a link for. But I think with the deck covered pretty much like this, you could go ahead, push off, put your pinky in, and pull back. Either way you want to do it, you're now going to put this card second from the top. And once it's second from the top, you're all set. So you're going to ask them, or you can show them, okay, your card isn't on top, and I do a single lift. So it's just the top card I turn over, and I mask it like I'm going to do a double lift, which you are going to be doing. And if you don't know how to do the double lift, I will leave some videos in the description. So you're gonna do a single lift, showing their card isn't on top. You're gonna grab the double, and you're gonna start turning it over. And once you can clip it with your 3 fingers here, make sure you clip it, because then you're just gonna use your index here to just push the deck down, and that's gonna turn everything down like this. So their card is now gonna be face up. This is what happens when you use a brand new deck, never been used. Okay, so we know their card is second from the top, the 5 of hearts. You're going to do a single lift and show their card isn't on top. You're going to grab the double, and you're going to bring it over to the edge of the deck. You're going to clip with your other fingers, and you're just going to turn the deck over to show the bottom. So you could even bring your hand right on top and say, okay, your card isn't on the bottom. But now their card is face up. So one more time, I'll go over that. So you're going to do a single lift and show their card isn't on top. You're going to grab a double lift, bring it right over, clip it with your 3 fingers while turning the deck and say, okay, your card isn't on the bottom. And that turns their card face up. So in real time, it may look like this. Okay, so your card isn't on top and your card isn't on the bottom. I think this is where I actually flashed because using a new deck probably isn't the best. But anyway, you got their card face up, so now all you have to do is give the deck a few cuts, and just like that, one card is face up, and that is their 5 of hearts. So for this next reverse, this is called the Reverse Easy, and this is by Doug Edwards. So let's say we drop cards and the spectator calls stop. Let's say here, go ahead and remember this card. We'll take your card and we'll leave it right here sticking out, and we'll put the rest on top. You can push your card in for me. And I think I'll give these a little mix up. So now your card shouldn't be on top, the 3 of hearts, and your card shouldn't be on the bottom, the 7 of hearts. We'll take your 3 of hearts, place it face down on top of the deck, we riffle, and just like that, one card turns face up, and I hope that is your 10 of clubs once again. So here's how you're going to go about this. So all you need to do is control a card to the top of the deck. Now, I actually controlled a card to the bottom of the deck, then I shuffled it to the top. Now, the overhand shuffle will be linked in the description, along with the reverse glide by Harvey Rosenthal, which is the move I actually did. So I dribble the cards, they called out stop. I show them this card right on the face of the packet, excuse me, while I catch a break under this top card, any way you would like. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna line up the packet with this break card. Then I can lift up with my thumb and my fingers are just gonna slide it out. And that's done all at once. It looks like I had 2 cards there. So here's the ace. I catch a break under 1 card. I'm gonna come back, line up the packet. I can lift up, and now I can slide away that bottom card, which is gonna be that card you loaded on. So I dribble these, I place their card down, and I dribble those down, I push it in, and just like that, that gets their card to the bottom. And then I did an overhand shuffle controlling it to the top. I've the tutorials, which are more in depth, will be in the description. And I think at the end of this video, I'm going to give performances for each of these reverses one more time, just to make sure that you can see how they actually work. But now once it's on top, you're all set. Excuse me, hold on. Okay, so now with their card on top, you're gonna do a double lift and you're gonna say, okay, your card isn't on top, that's a double lift. And then you're gonna swing cut about half the deck, which I will leave a link for. And you'll say your card isn't on the bottom. And now you're gonna do sort of an ambitious card routine move. So notice how my index finger 2 is on the top of the deck, but it's not off the top of the deck. Really, it's on the second card, which will be their selection. And if you do this, you'll be able to line up the packets about halfway, push down, and when you move up, not only are you going to move this card up, which isn't theirs, but you're going to keep their selection right down in the deck where it's supposed to be. Excuse me. Don't know what's going on. If you don't have your finger there and you try to do it, you might actually push that card up some as well, okay? So you might end up pushing it up like this, or like this, or even like this, and that could flash it right there. So you're gonna leave your index finger there, but not off the deck, just a little on, almost to the edge. Line up halfway, and you can push it up. And once they say that's not their card, I twirl it out. I put it face down on top of the deck, and now their card is face up. So this last control, I'm not sure if I came up with it or not, but I can't find it anywhere. So if you actually know if it's out there, let me know in the description or in the comments, and I will go ahead and update the description for you. But here's what it looks like. Let's say I drop cards, they call out stop. Here's your selection, go ahead and remember it. And we can leave it right there where you called out stop. We'll give the deck a little shuffle. And now your card isn't on top, the Five of Hearts. And your card shouldn't be on the bottom either, the King of Diamonds. But I want you to imagine your card here, the Five of Hearts for me. Just imagine your card right there. I'm going to take out the 5 I put on top of the deck. If I riffle, one card is face up, and it should be your 3 of spades. So you might have seen what I did there, because it's hard to cover it with this camera. But here's how this move is going to work. So you're going to control a card to the top of the deck. So all I did was I dribbled the deck. They called out stop. I'm going to show them the face down card they called out stop at. And then I'm going to dribble the rest on top. I'm going to keep a break. So now I can come over into thumb break, and I can double undercut the packet to the top, which I will link in the description. And there is their selection. And then you can follow it up with any shuffles you would like. But now with their card on top, you're going to do a double lift, and they say that's not their card. Once you do your double, you're going to grab the bottom right corner where this pip is with your thumb. And if you go straight up the deck, you're going to grab that with your middle finger. You're going to move this up some, okay? So about a quarter up or halfway off the deck, just so you can pinch the middle with your thumb and your fingers in the back, holding this double. You're going to riffle down, they call stop. You're going to place it in about halfway, and here's the move you're going to do exposed. You're going to push down with your fingers, and once you push down as far as you can, you're going to move those fingers up. Your index finger is going to come in, and it's going to continue pushing it down until it's flush. But make sure you're handed down like this, and they can't see what you're doing. Once it's down like that, you're going to rotate the card out, put it on top. You can riffle, and just like that, their card is going to be face up. I will go over that move one more time. So you do a double lift, and then you grab the bottom right corner where the pip is with your thumb, and then if you shoot straight up, you grab that other half with your middle finger. You move up about a quarter or a halfway. You then pinch the middle with your thumb and your 4 fingers. You then riffle down the deck. You put this double in, keeping it as a double the entire time. And with your hand down, here's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna use these fingers to push this card down all the way. So extend your fingers as far as they can go. Move these fingers back up. Take this index finger, push it down, and once it's lined up, you can twirl this card out, put it on top of the deck, and just like that, one card is face up, and it should be their 7. of spades. Let me give performances for each of these moves one more time, just to make sure you know what they look like once they're done right, now that you know how they're done. So this is going to be Daly's Reverse by Dr. Jacob Daly. So the spectator calls stop. They go ahead and remember this card. I'm not looking at it. We'll go ahead and place it about the middle of the deck, give or take. And now, as you can see, your card isn't on top of the deck, and your card shouldn't be on the bottom either. Excuse me, we give these a few cuts, one riffle, and this should be your card, the King of Diamonds. This next one is Reverse Easy by Doug Edwards. So let's say we dribble here. They call out stop. Go ahead and remember this card. We'll go ahead and take your card, and we will lose it, let's say right there in the deck. We push it in, and we can give these a little bit of a shuffle. So now your card shouldn't be on top, and your card shouldn't be on the bottom. We take the 6, leave it on top, we riffle. There's one card, and it should be your 9 of spades. And the last reverse goes like this. So we dribble the deck, they call out stop, go ahead and remember this card. We'll go ahead and leave it where you called out stop. We'll cut it into the deck. And just like this, if we give the deck a couple of cuts, your card should not be on top, the 7 of clubs. But if you actually watch the 7 and you just think of your card, you're actually going to see, once we riffle the deck, that your card, if I can get my words right, is the only one face up. So really quick, I actually messed up when doing the double lift. So I had a single lift, and so I just did a couple of false cuts to make it look like I cut at this spot, and then I got my double lift right. That's all I did. But regardless of that, that's the video. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have been here for quite a while, you will know that every day has been my Thanksgiving break, and I've been uploading one video. Well, this is the day this video is going up, Sunday, November 27th. This is actually my last day of Thanksgiving break. So this is going to be the last video of daily uploads, meaning I'm going to be going back to weekend uploads on Saturday and Sunday. Just wanted to let you all know that, in case you're wondering why am I not uploading Monday through Friday. Well, that's why. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time, once again starting on the weekend. Bye.